UCSC is known for its long-established commitment to undergraduate instruction.
For one of my majors, yeah, I'm a double major in psychology and feminist studies, so for psychology it's usually pretty impacted and I can get them maybe half the time, but with feminist studies, I can get the ones I want, but this coming up quarter they're not offering.
I guess. I mean, it sucks that I didn't take enough AP credits in high school to get an advantage in the rowing classes. I feel like that's a pretty stupid.
It's very fair towards the freshmen. It kind of sucks for people who kind of are behind, like the juniors and seniors or sophomores that are kind of behind.
But because when I became like a junior and a senior, I had lots of credits and I got all the classes I needed.
You get older and you start taking more like upper divs. It's become a lot easier for me to get in any classes I need every time I want it.
It's harder because I'm doubling with psychology and sociology. It's harder to get in psychology classes, but
Monday through Friday, loop buses run every 10 minutes or less during daytime service hours and every 10 to 20 minutes during evening service hours.
Every 5 to 55 minutes. They're kind of
I would say that the loops are a bit too full this year, but I think that's mainly just because we took so many people this year.
They come at like certain hours, like around lunch, which is kind of bullshit because you mostly want the loops to come at night. And I noticed like last night, for example, I waited about 30 minutes.
What? Fuck no, they don't. I'm caught like sitting at like 7:55, 7:50 at the parking lot, and I'm 5 minutes, 10 minutes late to class like almost every time. I gotta get there by like 7:30. So I think.
Honestly, I think they run a little bit too early. It's pretty consistently every morning the upper campus buses that I take.
10 or 30.
I wouldn't say necessarily there's not enough, but the pattern like how often they come definitely should be changed, I feel like.
I think they're supposed to come I would say loop buses are supposed to come every 15 minutes, but it's definitely at least every 30 minutes, if not longer.
All 10 colleges are dynamic, engaging learning communities.
Yes. Should I elaborate?
Yeah.
I'm more in touch with faculty and staff and students, so maybe my view is biased, but
No. Except for the transfers. I mean, transfers, they did a good job there, but most of the time I'm just...
I believe, honestly, I do believe that it creates a really strong environment. I love having so many cultures around Oaks. That's one of the reasons why I chose it.
Thanks for asking. I believe so. For the most part, from where I'm from, Oaks College, there's a lot of events hosted that...
A variety of aid is available for all income levels.
offers. No, not at all. Like, they are making us pay so much and we're getting so little back. Like, how is it fair that we have, like, the classroom sizes are ridiculous?
Yes, I definitely agree. Yeah, for my parents and my income, I feel it's definitely reasonable.
Definitely make enough for me to support me through everything I do. So I get enough financial aid just to more than get by, I guess.
Absolutely not. I think that we pay too many fees for the lack of resources that are available. I can't tell you.
No. Sorry, no. There's just like, no, Blumenthal. No. No.
Okay.
I don't get financial aid, so I've never really had to worry about it. I tried to get it, they said no, so honestly I have no opinion. But next year I'll have to get it, so ask me then.
Personally, I don't like them, but I'll be out of here soon, so they're not affecting me as much. Logistically, I think it's needed just because there's no other alternative for the UC system and UC.
I don't know too much about financial aid, and I can't really say too much about it. The greedy answer would be no, they don't give me enough financial aid because I have to take out loans. But in reality, they probably give me more than I probably should get because there's so many people who kind of get fucked over by the like $100,000.
How do you feel about tuition hikes?
Just as of color can be used as a coalitional identity in order to recognize the shared struggles of women of color, we encourage the university community at UC Santa Cruz to adopt and embrace the identity of UC Santa Cruz student as a coalitional identity. Assuming this identity does not imply that the experiences of all students are the same. The experience of an African American student is profoundly different than that of a white student, just as the experience of a transgender student cannot be equalized with the experience of one of their cisgender peers.
However, the obstacles we face as students on this campus are interconnected through the common sentiment that our public university is not providing for its students in the way that it should be. While it is important to recognize and appreciate difference within a student body, it is also necessary for the student community to establish solidarity in order to most effectively push back against the university.
Clearly, there is a stark discrepancy between the promises of our administration and the reality of everyday campus life. By distributing inaccurate publications about campus life, the university is erasing and concealing the way in which it oppresses us on a day-to-day basis. Students have already begun rallying together in attempts to alert the administration and the state government that the student body is discontented and unwilling to remain quiet about it any longer. Movements such as 96 Hours of Action and the Occupy Humanities movement have sent a clear message to the administration that their disregard for the needs of the student population will not be tolerated.
Though our individual struggles and experiences may vary across years, backgrounds, and majors, our membership to this unique UCSC community distinguishes us as a recognizable group. Ultimately, as demonstrated by our project, our commonality stems from the fact that none of our experiences are aligned with what was advertised and promised by UCSC. Similar to women of color, we must use Student of Santa Cruz as an instrument of inclusion to foster the social mobilization necessary to make a real change.